coronation of Queen Elizabeth, the first female president 100 years after the passage of the 19th Amendment, women's suffrage. Elizabeth Warren is going to be the pick for Joe Biden. When Biden was contemplating running for president in 2016, Joe Biden wanted Elizabeth Warren. It's because Joe Biden was trying to get the support of the anti-bank, anti-Wall Street, anti-establishment segment that supported Elizabeth Warren back in 2016. So Biden wanted Warren as his vice president. He met with Elizabeth Warren. They talked about a potential run for president. And Joe Biden still really loves Elizabeth. Some sources said that Elizabeth was his only pick for president back in 2016. He was sold on Elizabeth as his running mate. And so Biden, he told associates back then, 2016, that Warren would be an equally smart pick for Hillary Clinton as a vice president. So he spoke really highly of Warren. He first mentioned Warren in 2016 as a running mate during his earliest strategy session. So he really liked her from the beginning in particular. So invite her to lunch. He told Warren he wanted her to be his running mate during the conversation, but didn't explicitly ask her to commit to the slot. I mean, Warren knew that the time was not good to run for president, that she was non-committal on that. She thought that there would be backlash over the neoliberal presidency of Barack Obama. But Joe Biden was always only had one pick for vice president, according to those even closest to Joe Biden. And he endorsed the Warren bankruptcy plan. That's what the Democratic National Convention is going to be all about, is the bankrupting of America that's going to happen from the tax cuts as well as the pandemic. That's what's going to be happening at Milwaukee. Is Joe Biden, if he's not dead by then, he steps down, and Elizabeth Warren is the nominee over at the Democratic National Convention on a date of 16-7, which is what July the 16th is. And the reason why that's significant, that's because it is Elizabeth Warren, and it is bankruptcy law that equals 167. So that is the script of the election, is that the bankruptcy lawyer replaces the king of bankruptcy. And take a look at the name Elizabeth and Elizabeth Warren, right? The queen from our parent country, Great Britain, is Queen Elizabeth II. So it only makes sense that the first female president of America has to be Queen Elizabeth. But queens are not elected by the people, are they? Queens are selected. They're chosen. So Warren dropping out of the race, in order to be president, she has to be chosen. She has to be coronated by somebody else right now. Because notice that it is the word coronate that contains the word corona itself. It is a translation of Spanish and Italian to English is what corona means. Corona is crown in Spanish and in Italian, and we see the virus outbreak right now in Italy. Now, coronate means to have or to wear a crown. So we're about to coronate King James, who plays for the Lakers, who just had Kobe die. The virus is even black and white in its colors. So that's what is happening. Is LeBron is crowned king, and Queen Elizabeth Warren is crowned the first female president of America. She is chosen by Joe Biden. The amount of time from the Queen's birthday to the day of the election is 196 days. It is Elizabeth and Warren. It is Grand Master Plan that equals 196. Now in Gematria, it is 28 weeks from the Queen's birthday to the day of the election. Queen Elizabeth Warren is going to be crowned. Elizabeth Warren's initials is 28. It is crowned as Gematria 28. It is 2008, 20 and 8. That equals 28. This is how she's going to be chosen. It's Milwaukee. It's coronate. That equals 37. Now, keep in mind that it is Corona and it is woman that equals 66. So it only makes sense that we crown the first female president being inaugurated in the year 21. Now, it's Elizabeth who holds the crown over at Great Britain right now. Trump's incompetency with the pandemic. We need somebody like Bernie Sanders, or we need a queen president to handle this. Somebody out there would have a lot of plans, and one of these plans out there would be able to handle a pandemic crisis. Elizabeth Warren, Queen Elizabeth, with all of her plans. Once again, the queen of the parent country of America, who we declared independence from. This is why it's going to be Queen Elizabeth as president. It's Queen, it's COVID, it's Sanders, it's virus that equals 26. The Democratic National Convention is going to be held at the stadium of the Milwaukee Bucks. What kind of role do the Bucks have with this? Are we going to see a death of Joe Biden before the DNC? Many things can happen based on this riddle that's being told by the NBA season and the coronavirus and having the virus affect the Bucks. I mean, that's what we see with LeBron James right now. Is we see this narrative happening right now where Queen Elizabeth Ann Warren is coronated 196 days from Queen Elizabeth's birthday. Queen Elizabeth it is. Joe Biden is about to die at the time of or during the DNC. He's about to die. He's about to step down. He's about to get murdered. It's about to be Elizabeth Warren running up against Donald Trump. Even the virus may kill Joe Biden at 77 years of age. That's where you get the gematria of Elizabeth Ann Warren. Something bad out there is going to be happening right now. April the 21st to the actual day of inauguration. The day of that the Electoral College selects Elizabeth Warren. December the 14th adds up to 26. This would be 34 weeks from the time of Queen Elizabeth's April the 21st birthday. The first female president 34 weeks later. It is Democrat. It is Warren. That's 79-34. It's murder. We see a murder of Joe Biden, 79 and 34. It is, the Queen is coming. The coronation is coming for Elizabeth Warren.